Okay, YouTube, it's me, Nezerac, and George Zimmerman just got punched in the face. And TYT has coverage of it. I'm pretty sure everybody who actually gives a damn about it, um, actually already saw what happened, and I'm pretty sure everybody knows that George Zimmerman's a lying sack of shit. Okay, I mean, like, that's how you got famous. That's how you got rich. It's a lying sack of shit. Okay, but that's not the video that we're making today. We're not talking about George Zimmerman being a lying sack of shit or being a bad person. We're talking about George Zimmerman's behavior and the fact that he got into this altercation at this bar kind of bothers me. And not just because George Zimmerman was out bragging about killing Trayvon Martin and he got in a fight. It bothers me that, that this guy is comfortable enough to go around bragging about killing an innocent kid who was just minding his own business. Now, Trayvon Martin wasn't some criminal. He's a wannabe criminal. I mean, let's get that straight because black people don't generally raise their kids to be criminals. Okay, like of course you have those idiot gangbangers. They exist in every race. White supremacists, they're gangbangers. Okay, that's all they are. They may pretty up their words and how they say things and what they do. They're fucking gangbangers. Okay, and the same goes for black people, for Mexican people, for Asian people. It goes for everyone, okay? But the real issue here is that he's comfortable for a reason, and nobody's talking about this. TYT didn't mention it in their coverage. I actually watched the video like 3 times to make sure that they didn't mention it in their coverage. Um, and it's bothering me because I've watched 2 other videos from 2 other random sources, and nobody said that this guy is comfortable walking around bragging about killing Trayvon Martin because people are patting him on the back for it. Okay? There's a portion of this country, and I'm not talking about white supremacists. Okay? Some Confederate flag guy, yeah, okay, maybe that guy. But, which kind of, lends some merit to their argument about how it's heritage and not hate, okay? George Zimmerman saw a Confederate flag tattoo, and evidently that meant that, hey, I could brag to these guys about killing that black kid, okay? George Zimmerman's fucking Mexican to begin with, alright? He's not even white, so, I mean, evidently he doesn't know the rules of the South, which is, if you ain't white, you ain't right, okay? So, I mean, nobody's talking about the fact that people are patting this fucker on the back for killing Trayvon Martin. And that's what's really bothering me. I mean, it's bothering me to the point where he's sitting here making a video of it, and I really don't even know what the fuck to say because it's distressing. Okay, because that means that the people who pat him on the back are probably the same people who really take a liking to me because I'm an intelligent guy and this, that, and the other, and I'm not like other black people, which fucking it's really insulting every time I hear it. Um, and then some, and then I hate to throw other black people under the bus. Some other black folks out there make me feel like Jesus Christ. I'm so glad I'm not like other black people. But the reality of the situation is that it's still racist as fuck, dude. I mean, and it's not kind of racist, a little bit racist. It's a lot of bit racist. I mean, there are literally people patting this dude on the back for shooting a kid who went to the store to get Skittles. Now, I don't care if you're a white supremacist, okay? I don't care if you're a neo-Nazi. I don't care if you're freaking Mexican dude, because there are some racist Mexican gangs out there, okay? I don't care who you are on the fucking planet. If I see you walking to go get fucking Skittles, I'm not going to chase you down and fucking start a fight with you because I got a gun on me, okay? So let's say I saw Edward Norton from freaking, from American History X, and that dude was walking down the street. I'm not fucking with him. You know why? Because what he wants to do is his business. And if I decide to walk around and be a Black Panther, it should be none of his fucking business, which is the double standard that we're always facing in this country. If you're a Black Panther, you're a terrorist. Okay? But if you're a white supremacist who's actually killed elected officials in this country, in the past 5 years at least, okay? And who's actually gone around and just done really, really heinous shit to not. Let's make sure that we get this straight. Most white supremacists attack other white supremacists and other white people. They don't attack a lot of black people. They don't. You know why? Because it's not easy to just go out and attack a lot of black people, dude. You have to go out and find a black person to attack. Okay, that's what you have to do. And that's a little bit harder than, kicking that asshole Jerry who keeps on talking about how shitty your swastika is. Okay, that's the reality of the situation. But what really pisses me off is that he's still bragging about it. And every time you hear about George Zimmerman, it's because it's he's bragging about it, and it's because there are shitty people out there, and I guarantee you they're all fucking conservatives. And when I say conservatives, I want to make sure I say this correctly. I'm not saying Republican. I'm saying conservative. So these are Democrats, more than likely Democrats, okay? Because the South it's got a lot of Dems down there, okay? And the Democratic Party started in the South, and some of these people know what their great grandfather was, okay? And that's back when slavery was around, this, that, and the other. So I mean, our history is a lot more complicated than people try to make it. I'm probably gonna make more videos tonight about the Civil War and how that was literally corporate America trying to take over regular America. The North was regular America. The South was corporate America. My hands are all gray. That's not ash. That is paint. It's sparkly. And that's from painting wheels in the truck. But anyway, I'm sorry. I get distracted. I see things and then I try to freaking explain it away. But I mean, this is ridiculous, dude. This is fucking ridiculous. There's no way in the blue hell. Okay, so first off and foremost, I don't think it's okay to kill someone. Okay, I'm a borderline atheist. I am a Christian, but I'm a borderline atheist when I see Christians doing shitty things and twisting the Bible and Christianity to propagate hate, which I think is the complete opposite of what Jesus Christ came here. Jesus Christ is God, okay? So when I see that, I automatically assume that, something really wrong with Christianity. So when I see these people patting this fucker on the back, and I'm not trying to throw all you white people under the bus, but if you've ever thought that Trayvon Martin deserved to be shot, you're what's wrong with this country. No one, I don't care who it is, okay? I don't care what he's done in the past, okay? Like, and let me make sure that I kind of clarify that, because I do care about what he's done in the past, to an extent, Like, if he goes around fucking killing people, yeah, that guy deserves to be taken out. But a fucking kid, let's say he's a little 20-year-old neo-Nazi kid, which I've run into all my life, okay? I talk to those guys. I treat them like human beings, okay? And the thing that they always try to tell me is, oh, Dan, you're such a cool guy. All black people were like you. Racism wouldn't exist. And I tell them, bro, there are a lot of black people like me, okay? The thing is that you're shocked that I'm that much smarter than you are, and I can still kick your ass. Like, that's what you're amazed by. So if you wrapped this all into a white package, you'd be trying to get me to fucking join the fucking whatever group you're in, okay? That's the reality of the situation. And that goes across the board, okay? Not a white package per se, but if I was Mexican or if I was Asian, like, there's a lot of people who are always trying to include me in their groups because they see value in an intelligent person who can think things out and think about the ins and outs of pretty much every situation. And, like, that doesn't decline in any group. Black gangs, when I was in high school, when I was in elementary school, like, gangs, like, me and my brother used to get in fights with gang members all the time, okay? Like, all the time. I'm not sure if you guys can really hear me. There's some noises going on around here. But at the same time, we never felt the need or so little value to actually go join a gang, okay? In ourselves. We always saw value in ourselves. And the reason we're the way we are, and Barack Obama said it, I don't agree with everything that guy does. And sometimes I really don't like the guy, okay? To be completely honest. And I'm not saying that because I got something against Barack Obama. I'm saying it because I don't like a lot of his policies, because he's giving the Republicans entirely too much right out the gate. Okay, like right when he starts off, he's already doing a whole bunch of Republican shit. But I digress. He was saying back in 2012, education is the biggest thing in this country. Me and my older brother were both part of the accelerated program. That should be the standard for this country, okay? The GATE program in California. I'm not sure if you guys know what that is. I went to Rio Vista in San Bernardino. But that program, not only did it keep me away from dumb kids and dumbasses who have dumb parents at home who influence them to do dumb shit and then turn around and, they come to school and influence me to do dumb shit. It's not like that in the GATE program, okay? The parents want their kids to get a good education. It's public education, but it's still a good education. And it's not so much that you're smarter than the other kids, it's that you're not afraid of looking stupid, if that makes any sense. And I think that when you're not afraid of looking stupid, you go out and you make these mistakes. You go do these things wrong, and you think about things the wrong way. And then when somebody tells you how to do it the right way, you know, kids in the accelerated program, they're a little bit obnoxious. And when I say obnoxious, I don't mean like they're assholes and this, that, and the other. But they think they know a lot because they usually know quite a bit. Okay, not as much as they think they know ever. They're usually just a year ahead of the regular classes. But the reason why I'm saying all this is that the first thing I think of when I think about who I am and when people give me compliments is the education I got when I was a kid. Is when I was 6 years old at Real Vista in first grade at the accelerated program, in Miss Eskridge's class. That's what I think about. I don't think about me as a person and how I'm smarter than everybody else, because I was a dumbass when I was a kid. Like, I still think about shit that I did, like, okay, that's been a while now, like 10, 15 years ago, but I mean, like, shit, I do think about some things I did, like, 3 or 4 years ago, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, what was I thinking? But I mean, it's like, what I'm getting at here is that environment made me who I am, okay? I still have some of those friends on my Facebook. Like, I know that none of them are in gangs. I know that none of them are. There might be an occasional drug dealer here or there, but I mean, for the most part, everyone that I grew up with turned out to be pretty decent people. Okay, and it keeps going. It just keeps perpetuating itself that way. And it reminds me of Kevin Gwynn. And when I say Kevin Gwynn, I'm tossing a name out there. Hopefully you guys can't just Google it and find him. But Kevin Gwynn was another younger black dude. He used to say some really vulgar shit when we were younger in 7th grade. But Kevin Gwynn was part of the regular classes. I went to the regular classes in 8th grade. Okay? Because I didn't do my homework. I hate homework. Even today I hate homework, okay? I'm a lazy ass when it comes to homework. I think once I leave school, I feel like... done. I was there for freaking 9 hours, bro. What more do you want from me? But and that's changed. But I mean, like, it's funny to watch someone like Kevin Gwynn, who grew up in regular classes, realize the benefit of the GATE classes, the honors classes, the accelerated programs. That dude was determined in 7th grade to get straight A's. Black kid, okay? Young black kid, a little bit ghetto, but he was fucking determined, dude, to get into the GATE program. And I couldn't figure out why. And it's sad that I'm 31 now, and I'm barely, like, it's barely clicking for me, okay? He wanted to be better, is what he wanted, okay? Kevin wanted to be better, and I didn't understand that because I had that since I was in first grade. I knew all the students. I knew how they acted. I knew the benefits, the pros and the cons. I knew that the teachers treated you real nice because you guys usually are assholes, but you guys aren't extreme assholes. You're not going to throw a punch at a teacher. You're not going to get mad and do something bad. Like we had kids in elementary school that were bad, bad all the way back then, and the teachers were the ones who were calling them bad. Okay? And I think about, if this kid doesn't have anybody at home, and this is something that Adam Carolla said that I'd shoot his head off and then apologize for later, okay? Did he listen? Did he care? Doubt it, but I did, okay? He said that the problem with black culture, not black culture, but black America, is the family. Now, most of you will go, "Oh yeah, dads are getting tossed in jail." That's bullshit. That's not the problem. The problem is that it's always a mom in her house, and it's her rules, okay? And she's not making any compromises. Now, hear me out before I say this, because I grew up in that household too, and I still freaking thank God my mom was an intelligent person. Thank God my mom uh, ended up being a teacher. Thank God my mom isn't freaking an asshole. You know, thank God my mom isn't freaking strung out on drugs. Wasn't strung out on drugs. Wasn't freaking, you know, like that goes to my grandpa too. You know, like they they all worked for their shit. Okay, every single one of them. And this is, I know it's a long video now. I didn't try to make this a long video, but I want to get through this real quick. But I think about Kevin Gwynn, and I think about another nameless, faceless black kid at Rio Vista right now who doesn't have someone at home. Okay, my mom sat and taught me how to read for 3 months straight, 3 or 6 months, something like that. And we sat every day, Monday through Friday, in this brown chair in our house, and she'd have me read. Okay, she'd point the words out, and I'd read them one at a time, one at a time, one at a time, and eventually it clicked, and I was reading every fucking word in every fucking book. Okay, that experience is something that I forget about all the time, but it's something that my mom brings up occasionally, and she just remembers how happy she was that I learned how to read. She was like, "Oh my God, Dan, you can read." She thought I memorized the book, okay, and I had memorized the book before, okay. So I mean, trying to cheat, trying to get around that whole thing, and just going through it, and actually eventually enjoying sitting there with my mom and reading as a kid. You know, like I learned how to read, and it was like that was the first time my head was blown. My mind was blown. The first time I had an epiphany in my life that if you keep on trying, you can accomplish something. Okay, and I think about that faceless black kid again with his mom who gets mad at him over stupid shit and kicks him out because fucking she wants to smoke her weed in the living room and not in her room. And I think about the black kid who doesn't have a structure, a family structure. When I say a family structure, I don't mean the dad has to be there. I mean that the family lives together and they work to this common end of you need to go to school, you need to get an education, you need to get your shit straight. And it's not for me, it's for you. And guess what? I'm going to push you until you do it, okay? And sometimes that can backfire. I know it can backfire. But there should be some way for that to weasel into regular people, regular lives and everything else. But anyway, like I was saying, for someone to brag about killing Trayvon Martin, obviously his parents weren't fucking, super gangbanger thugs or anything like that. They didn't say anything stupid on national television aside burn this motherfucker down. That was a bad line in my opinion. But the kid wasn't a fucking thug, dude. Like he wasn't. He was a wannabe thug. Wore a fucking hoodie. He didn't look like a thug the day he got shot. Didn't have a tattoo on his body. So I mean, if he was a thug, he wouldn't even lived in that area. So if for Trayvon Martin to get shot when he had those things, he had the dad, he had the mom, he had freaking an education. Yeah, he got in a little bit of trouble at school because you know what? Some people that you think are your friends aren't really your friends, and I think black people have that the worst. Okay, sometimes you'll have 8 people around you and one friend. Okay, and everybody will be like, "Oh yeah, you're awesome, dog." Blah 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 blah. Yeah, homie, yeah, that's the shit, nigga. What? No, I'm not tripping, nigga. That's right. No, fuck those fools, dude. Most of those fools don't give a shit about you. They think that you're gonna wallow in the same shit that they are. Misery loves company. Okay, and it's just disgusting to think that he had that happen to him. So people are patting this guy in the back who decided to chase down this kid because he had a fucking gun in his pocket. Okay, Trayvon Martin wouldn't have died if Zimmerman didn't have a gun. He wouldn't have even approached him because he would just got his ass kicked and he knew it. But when you have a gun, and this is why I'm slowly but surely getting in favor, becoming A gun ban is starting to look favorable to me because of people like Zimmerman and the people that enable him, and the fact that the media literally went out of their way to help this guy out. They went out of their fucking way. And they didn't go out of their way to help this guy out because Trayvon Martin was a bad kid, like they said. They went out of their way to help him because black people were complaining about him. That's what happened, okay? And that's what racism really is. That's what hate really is. And that's what divisiveness really is in this country. I don't care if my neighbor is a white supremacist and his kid is coming back from the store from getting Skittles, okay? Guess what, bro? Go home to your dad. It's not my job to fucking judge you. Jesus Christ fucking judges you, not me. It's not my job, and I'm not going to. I'm not going to go up there and start a fight with you because you're walking somewhere in a completely different direction than I am. And then once you start getting the better of me, pull out a gun and shoot you and say it's self-defense. No, you started that fight, fucker. So the way I feel about this whole George Zimmerman getting punched in the face. First off, they said he didn't get punched. I hope he did. I hope he got punched in the face, and I hope somebody. I don't like saying these things because it bites you in the ass later, but I hope somebody wakes that guy up. Okay? Let me say it that way. And I hope somebody wakes him up in a way that he will never fall asleep again because he is the ugliest part of this country. And what he's doing is this tour around America looking for attaboys. Shit that you say to soldiers. Because there's a part of this country that hates black people so much. Or just doesn't understand black people. You don't even have to understand black people. Humans, for Christ's sake. Understand yourself and your family and how you love the people next to you. That's all you need to do. To not be a piece of shit and pat somebody on the back for killing an unarmed kid, okay? An unarmed fucking kid. And you know what? Somebody got in his face and fucking, I hope they slugged him, okay? Because he needed it. We need more people punching George Jim Zimmerman in the face. And I hate to say it like that, but that's what we need. So anyway, this video is supposed to be like 5 minutes. It ended up being 22 fucking minutes. I don't know why I can't make this video short, okay? These videos short. But, I mean, we have to start talking, dude. We have to start talking about this shit. And when I say we, I mean everybody. Not liberals and conservatives, Democrats and Republicans, libertarians and Green Party, progressives and regressives, Donald Trump people. We have to get together and start talking. Fights break out, we get in fights. That's all there is to it. If we get in a fight, we just get in a fight. But guess what? Walk back to the table and talk. Because when you talk to people that you think don't like you, people that you think hate you, people that you think want to hurt you, when you talk to them, what's your problem with me, dude? Did I do something to you? Why are you giving me so much shit all the time? I think I might have to kick your ass. I said that to dozens of people. I think I might have to kick your ass, dude, because like you're giving off that vibe, dude. I'm not some 19-year-old kid. I know when somebody wants to get down, and you're giving me those vibes. Like you want to fight. You want to get me mad enough to hit you. I'm gonna tell you right now, you're not gonna accomplish that one. But if you want to go somewhere, as a man, get down. I'm down to freaking, help you taste your own blood for a little bit. I mean, that's how people respect each other. Men respect each other, okay? And there's a civil way to do it. People think, oh, there's never a reason for violence. I'm doing so many rabbit ears today. There's never a reason for violence. That's bullshit, dude. There's always a reason for violence. Because guess what? Words only get you so far. Alright? And sometimes people don't understand words like they understand violence. And that sounds stupid. That sounds crazy. That sounds violent. That sounds like blind violence. But I want to clarify what I'm saying when I say that. There's a difference between racism and blind racism. If that makes any sense. Blind racism is, oh god, there's 3 black guys walking in my direction, my general vicinity. Better lock my doors. That's racism. We all have a little bit of that. Okay? Every single one of us has a little bit of that, okay? Blind racism is, look at these fucking niggers right here. I'm gonna ask them why they're over here right now while I'm here. That's what blind racism is. I don't trust that guy. Why? Because he's a fucking nigger, or because he's fucking white. Okay, because it's a two-way street. Okay, a black guy saying something like, "Oh, you white motherfucker," is just as racist as a white guy saying, "You black motherfucker." Okay, that's how I feel about it. Um, we're all humans, dude. We're all entitled to live, laugh, love, and share all of those. Okay, to share those three things. Okay. So anyway, this is Nezerac. I'm not gonna make this video any longer. It's already 25 minutes. I can't believe I talked for 25 minutes like that. Like that. It didn't even feel like 25 minutes. Feel free to like and subscribe. Deuces.